So what happens when the kite kids don't turn up because it's thunder and lightning in Paphos and people are concerned about getting wet? Sorry about the sound effects. Well, you make a video of course, so here we go, number 6. Resisting lockdown lethargy, turning lockdown lethargy into lockdown levity. Here we go, let's talk about the plank. Now, I like plank. Plank is quite a good exercise, be it low plank or high plank, whichever. But once you can do a plank for about 2 minutes, then you get to thinking, well, is there better use of my time? I'm not sure what the world record is. It might be 7 hours or something, or maybe more than that. Whatever it is, but you know, you can vary it. But like I say, by the time you've done 2 minutes of head up, back straight, then really not to be thinking about what else you can be doing with that time. I prefer these days now to do maybe 2 minutes of plank, and then vary the plank a little bit. So you're stressing the core, but you're not really activating all of the core when you do a plank. If you come to the high plank position and you do a lat and oblique exercise, threading the needle, that's quite a good one because you introduce a rotational aspect to the core exercise, and obviously do the same the other side as well, all the way up, lat and oblique engagement, all the way through. And either if you've got your legs slightly further apart, if your legs are closer in, then it's more of a balance and coordination exercise as well. Okay, obviously start off with your hand below the shoulder. So that's one variation. Another variation is to go from high plank to low plank, or from low plank to high plank. Okay, another variation, you could do 2 minutes of that. That will certainly stress your core. But think about the exercise itself. People think it's good for the glutes, good for the abs. Well, it is. It's actually more of a hip flexor exercise than it is actually an ab exercise. I like static holds, but there's more you can be doing. For example, a rear plank. Same again, working against gravity in a different way. Make sure your hands are in line with the body, maybe slightly splayed, but depends on what's comfortable and how your particular shoulders work. Point the nose, point the toes, try and keep your glutes up, abs tight. Another variation, even in English, that I quite like, is the biceps plank. So take your hand and reverse it the other way. Good static strength exercise. And I quite like the idea of having a strong, straight paddle side hand, and this will help with that. So there you are, abs and biceps. So there's your bicep plank. Another variation, which really does recruit the abs and the glutes, is actually another form of reverse plank. But actually with this one, find yourself a box or something similar, and then perch yourself with your shoulder blades on the box and open out your shoulders so your shoulders are retracted, and then keep your glutes tight. You can feel it in your quads, and keep your core stressed as well. That's a really good one. So reverse plank, you can actually do it on the ground as well. Nice bit of light in there. And really a variation on plank that really does work the core in a slightly more effective way. But like I say, think about variations to the basic plank. Don't just stuck with low plank for 7 minutes. Think about what else you could be doing with that time. Like I say, if I'm going to do plank for 10 minutes, I can't actually do a plank for 10 minutes, but I prefer to do 2 minutes of, say, forward, ordinary plank, standard plank, 2 minutes of high and low, 2 minutes of reversed, 2 minutes of bicep plank, 2 minutes of reverse plank perched on the shoulder blades. Then you really have got some really good quality static hold exercises, and you're building up ligaments, and especially with that thread the needle one, if you add that to the equation, then you're doing proper core strength with rotational strength as well. There you go, plank. Think plank, think variation.